Alrighty guys, welcome back. Welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition, I mean. It's the beginning of another day, so... Wait, where does this go? That's not... I don't think that's the door. Oh, I get thrown off. There's a lot of doors. There's like, what, 6 in this room, I think? Yeah. Anyway, beginning of another day means I'm back in the, I almost said Haven. Back in Skyhold once again, and like always, I want to talk to a couple people. I think this time probably Solus and Josephina, because I don't think I've talked to either of those people for a long time. And then we'll go back to the western approach and I hopefully completely wrap up that entire region and move on to a new one. I think maybe even the next place that I'm supposed to go for Here Lies the Abyss. Which I guess they want me to go to the Skyhold. Yep, right, of course. Why not? Hello, Solus.
We must stop the Wardens from carrying out this insane plan, Inquisitor. To seek out these old gods deliberately in some bizarre attempt to preempt the Blight.
Grey Wardens have always been dangerous. They care for nothing beyond stopping the Darkspawn.
Like a fair maiden chasing a butterfly off a cliff. Except if you don't stop them, we'll all fall. Those fools and duty. Responsibility is not expertise. Action is not inherently superior to inaction. Forgive me. The entire idea is... unnerving.
Ooh, and then he just wanders off. I'll admit, I didn't mean to be as serious in my response as I was. I said they obsess over the Darkspawn. I'm like, that's a basic observation about the Wardens. It's like what they do. Did not mean to be like, God damn it, fucking Wardens, why do you only talk about Darkspawn? Why don't you ever think about what you're doing? Like, that was severe.
How can I help?
Well.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Solus has less to immediately contribute, don't they? So before I go to Josephine, maybe I'll stop by and talk to Leliana upstairs. I think it's been a while since I talked to her, since Josephine clearly did not have a lot to... Oh my god, the loud noise of how many birds are around here? I don't want them. Make them go away. Do I have any research to turn in? I might have done that at the end of my last recording. Never can remember. Hello, Leliana? Somewhere? There you are.
It seems Blackwall knows nothing about the disappearance of the Grey Wardens. It's a disappointment. I am, however, glad that he is with us, even if he was not what I expected. He seems to be a good man, and his experience will be an asset to the Inquisition. As for the other Wardens, I suppose we will have to keep looking.
The Divine's death hit you hard. How have you been feeling?
Oh. You are referring to my outburst in the Haven. I am much better now. Justinia was such a dear friend and there were so many things going wrong.
Things going wrong? I'm shocked.
I was with a hero Ferelden when he defeated the Archdemon. With him by my side, anything was possible. But there is no happily ever after, not when life goes on. When the Divine requested my help, I went to her. I owed her that much. I sacrificed so much to do the Maker's work. But now, Justinia is dead. I was angry. I felt betrayed. But I shouldn't have let my emotions get the better of me. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. You were grieving and upset. I understand.
Thank you. Now enough of this. Let us think more pleasant thoughts.
Anything I should know?
It seems that the Orlesian army is awaiting our next move. Some of the generals are sympathetic to our cause, others are still suspicious. Our actions are under a great deal of scrutiny.
I'll leave you to your work.
I wonder what she says if you, for example, I don't know, killed her in the first... Because apparently if you try to kill her, she just doesn't die. She just comes back. Like, I guess that's a thing, apparently. There's a lot of notes to read around here if I want to. Should I read any of them? Maybe just one. But when you get to the Urn of Sacred Ashes, if you choose to defile it, multiple characters in your party will greatly disapprove or even rebel against you, and one of them is Leliana. You'll have to fight her, and you presumably kill her there. But then she shows up in Dragon Age 2 and 3, by which I mean Inquisition, regardless, so who knows? I guess we did manage to kill... She did end up dying next to the Urn of Sacred Ashes, which was famous for being this incredible healing item, although you had just poisoned it, I think, in that case. Although I've never done that, so I don't know what exactly happens, but maybe she was able to find some unharmed ashes and use those to revive herself. Oh my, wow. I'm just noticing how many bars of hit points I have in the corner of the screen. Note found in Skyhold's Rookery. Saddler. Baron Plucky. I don't care how many missions he's flown or how many lives his actions have saved. He is a holy terror. Nearly pecked out in my eye the last time I tried to attach a message to him. All the dramatic flapping and squawking caused the sister to come over. You should have seen her look when she snatched the letter from me. If I had a weaker constitution, it might have killed me on the spot. I suppose she thought I was trying to murder her prized raven. And all she had to do was coo at him, and the Baron hopped onto her shoulder, all sweetness, and nestled into her neck. How does she do it? All the birds like her. Is it blood magic? It's blood magic, isn't it, Weaver? That actually has a... That vaguely has the tone of voice you'd expect to hear from someone like don't mind me. It's vaguely the tone you'd expect to hear from someone like Alistair. Have I mentioned that I miss Alistair? Someone pointed out that in their game, based on the decisions they made with Alistair, Alistair is their Grey Warden companion during this whole Hawk quest I've been doing. That sure isn't the case for me. For me, it's this random asshole named Stroud. But I guess it's because Alistair's the king in my world, and I guess that's the main difference. That seems like the logical thing. Alistair, fulfill your destiny. Just seems like good storytelling for that part, and that's pretty much what I always do. But I guess if you tell Alistair to stay being a Grey Warden, like he both survives the game and doesn't marry the queen and doesn't become king and at all, then he stays as a Grey Warden, I guess. And in that case, I suppose he's the guy helping us with this whole quest, which makes me sad because I would have loved to have Alistair around throughout here. Makes me want to go back and change my decisions, but obviously that's too late now.
Perhaps a tailored coat from Valroyo? He can't wear armor all the time.
He will appreciate the gesture, Lady Ambassador.
That's a polite way of saying he wouldn't like it, isn't it?
Aww, poor Josephine. She tries, right? I suppose she tries. Well, Josephine, what do you have to say?
Inquisitor, I was just inspecting our new headquarters. Foundation cracks, nesting animals, and miles from any centers of civilization. The staff must make it presentable if we're to receive any visitors of distinction.
It certainly wouldn't do for the Inquisition to appear overly shabby.
We've only just now convinced everyone we are precisely what Theras requires. The mages are showing great trust in you. They need to feel safe here.
Do you not feel safe here?
I've had difficulty forgetting Corypheus' attack on Haven. Do you know who first leapt to arms? Our workers. They were so proud of our cause. Corypheus simply cut them down. So much screaming after that first blast of fire. So many people turned to ash.
We lost far too many good people to that monster.
I'm sure they'll find rest with the Maker. Well, before I return to my duties, allow me to congratulate you on your appointment as Inquisitor, my lord. I will now bring diplomatic issues to your attention, and I'm more than happy to help with any situations that arise.
I'm loath to part from such pleasant company. Would you care to walk the castle with me?
Oh, well, a tour then? Let me fetch the steward.
That isn't precisely what I was hoping for.
Well, do let me know if you change your mind. Now I must find someone to prepare the guest quarters.
Completely shut down. Probably not the most appropriate change of topic right after we're talking about, oh, all of our friends died and they were consumed into ash by the horrible hellfire of the invading demons.
Inquisitor, is it true? Is the mark on your hand magic cast by Corypheus?
Corypheus claimed it's a spell gone wrong.
I wanted to think it was a blessing. A sign the Maker was returning to his creation. How credulous of me.
The anchor's nothing more special than a misfired spell.
At least you had the good fortune to take it from Corypheus. Does it hurt? The anchor, that is.
It's not pain. It's more like my nerves go on fire.
It sounds most unpleasant.
I do kind of wonder what it feels like to have the mark in my hand to some extent. It doesn't seem... I don't know. It looks kind of painful, but definitely something that always catches the Inquisitor off guard, because he's always reacting to it with a grunting sort of face. Ooh.
I tracked that Venatori mage back to Adamant Fortress. They're looking at assault options now in the war room.
Thanks for coming.
You did well, Varric. The Inquisitor is just who we need.
It's been great. Murderous wardens, archdemon attacks, plenty of blood mages and crazy Templars. Just like home.
I know how much you hated leaving Kirkwall.
This is the ass end of Thedas. You know they eat snails here? Still, I think I need to finish this out. If it weren't for me and Bartrand, none of this would have happened. So much for changing our lives.
That's what happens when you try to change things. Things change. You can't always control how. I tracked the Wardens to Adamant Fortress, Inquisitor. Your specialists have my full report.
Nope, that's all they have to add. Okay, so Hawk and Varric were here to place a very specific conversation, and we get a good bit of insight as to why Varric's here, because that's one of the more obvious questions at the beginning of this game. Like, obviously, Varric and Cassandra have a history, and a lot of people probably presumed, and I don't know if this is accurate or not, but I think a lot of people just assumed that Varric was currently Cassandra's prisoner, because that's kind of what he had been in the past, but I don't know if that's explicitly established. Meanwhile, seems like he knows about what happens with Corypheus because of the DLC area of Dragon Age 2, and so maybe he was doing this all secretly knowing way more than he... Like, we've already established that he already knew more than he let on, so maybe he was secretly here just to fix his own guilt, and maybe that's the whole reason Varric's along for the ride this time. Certainly an interesting take and better revelation, because at first it seemed like he was there for no reason at the beginning of the game. Alright, now that we're back here again, seems like it always makes sense to check in on any of the reports we sent out. What is this over here? A memorial for Haven, so that's taken care of.
Really? You did not notice?
I had no idea Lady Beverly was one of your people. You might have told me before I embarrassed myself.
A memorial for Haven, Ambassador Montlier. Please convey my thanks to the Inquisitor for the Inquisitor soldiers... Oh, the Inquisitor soldiers were great help in clearing the area for the memorial's construction, and the sight of their uniforms raised spirits immeasurably. The monument will stand forever as a testament to the strength and fortitude of the faithful. Marquis Durillion. We get an edgy dagger grip. A very, very specific upgrade for daggers that I don't really use on any of my characters. Well, at least we constructed a memorial. And got one more thing off this map that's full of things. So many things. So let's look into the stuff that's actually related to what we were doing. So, secure source of water for the outpost, which is good because we're in a desert-y type place to begin with. So, how'd that turn out? Inquisitor, a freshwater source has been located in the western approach. However, a territorial wyvern also claims the area, and the pair of scouts who discovered it were no match for the beast on their own. I'm afraid one of the men was injured in the attack. The wyvern will need to be removed from the area if the outpost wishes to have safe access to water. So now we have a new operation: deal with the angry Vargas, and 60 influence. So is that deal with the oh, there it is. Deal with the angry Vargas right there. That's the wyvern problem. There's so much stop Venatari activity in the west. Freaking, there's so many freaking quests around here. This is insane. Okay, investigate the ancient laboratory. The less said about that place, the better. It is done. The tools are enclosed. Let the Sands have that have that place now. Magister Ice Staff. All about getting new items. Alrighty then. Let's see. Stop inventory activity in the west. That's a actual mission for me, right? Yes, it is. We'll get to that in a second after I send out my agents for something else. Let's deal with the Vargas problem. Commander, the situation is improving here at Griffin Wing. Water source is secured and most things under control. However, our activities in the desert have destroyed some Vargas nests, which has riled them up which has them riled up and desperate. Now they are attacking caravans on the main road. Scavenging from our provisions makes it hard to get supplies in for the soldiers. Any advice? Knight Commander Ryland. This sounds like it's probably a brute force problem, so it's probably good for Cullen. And that much reduced time required definitely agrees with me. Maker's Breath. I'll send some of our rangers to hunt and kill these pests. That'll keep the area clear. There you go. I mean, really, if you're just going to go into an area and wipe some stuff out, Cullen's your man. That's not a job for spies or diplomats. What do you have around the area? Oh, translate the dragon text. We want to do that because that's probably going to be a Josephina quest. Or Josephina? Is there an A at the end? I always forget this stuff. Anyway, translate the dragon text. That's we've been dealing with a guy from Orlais who's been placing lures for the dragon and all these different traps and stuff. And that's been a whole quest line that I did half on accident and half on purpose. And this is a part of that process, and I should get it done because clearly the final quest in this chain is being locked away until I do it. So, oh, this is also a mission. Wow. So just in this one area, we have find the source of the Darkspawn, stop Venatori activity in the west, and translate the dragon text. And these are all power-based actual missions for me to play. That's interesting. Or I think they're all power-based missions. That's definitely interesting. So the western approach is definitely spreading out and becoming more interesting in a way that our previous area was not. Because the last area we went to, the Crestwood, all we did was we went in, we did like the one main quest, a couple of side things, and then we moved on. And it was tiny, and it was over. But this place, I can see why we've been spending so much time here, because there's multiple map-based like story missions here, but we need to find, say, resources, no. Metals, no. I'm trying to find things to send my actual people on. Improving morale. Commander, our work continues in the approach. It's a difficult post, but our soldiers are determined to represent the Inquisition as best they can. Morale flags at time, but we manage. All right, yeah, let's have someone improve the morale around there. Probably a Josephine job. That's more of a diplomat job, right? Perhaps a distraction would help. We can see about sending books. They could set up a small library. You're gonna improve morale with books. Maybe we should check with Leliana. The terrain and the approach is unkind. Our soldiers would be more comfortable if fitted with proper shoes. Okay, I was thinking like a party. What is it? Simple comforts can go a long way. The rations don't let it lift a soldier's spirits. We can see that they have a good meal at the end of the day. See, Colin and Leliana, I think, might have better. I don't know if books are gonna improve morale that much. Although it is olden times where there's less cool stuff to do. I don't know who to send. Leliana, give them some proper shoes. Maybe some nice shoes. No, let's give them we'll go with distraction.
Let us begin.
I feel like the number. I don't know if books are the best option for soldiers out in the desert, but that's not exactly a party, which is what I would think of for that type of situation for those people to improve morale. But hey, distractions are better than as helpful as shoes can be. An actual distraction, I think, is helpful. A job for the Valocast mercenaries and a friend in Aquarius. We'll check the mercenaries thing. The Valocast mercenaries. That's where I came from. That's my name, Adar. Adar. I heard you got promoted by the little sharp human and the redheaded one. The little sharp human. Interesting. How much are they paying you? Should I send Tarlok to check over your new contract? You know the first rule: never trust humans with numbers. Sorry, I get distracted. That's not what this message is about. The kid's getting restless. You can only spend so much time sitting on your ass surrounded by humans before you get a little bored. You're in charge of the hairy eyeball soldiers now, right? You can find a job quick. You can find us a job quick. Because if I have to listen to Karis's attempts at poetry much longer, I'm going to cut him a second mouth hole somewhere south of the first one. Shakrakar. Oh, Qunari are fun. P.S. There are 34 new sonnets Karis is waiting to perform when you get back, and I think he wrote a sestina. From now on, pretend you can't hear. Leliana, one of my agents, needs access to a noble's estate. The mercenaries can serve as cover. There we go.
Let's see what we have.
Everyone's happy. We're rectifying a problem. All right, let's look into this translating the dragon's text. That's the most immediately intriguing thing to me, because we spent so much time doing dragon-related story missions. I mean, not story, side missions. I'd like to engage in the thing that is the more or less natural conclusion of that series, maybe? Maybe not even the conclusion, just the next step, I suppose. Ambassador Mudliet, I have been considering your last letter, and as I do owe you a debt of gratitude for handling the Cumberland incident, I think I have found something that may solve your mystery. I have an acquaintance in Marathos who has a brother in the Circle's College of Antiquities. A few favors, and he may be able to translate your ancient text, but I should warn you, they are likely to be costly favors. Still, this may be your most promising avenue. Sincerely, Baron Maxwell von Sarant. Only option is connections, which seems accurate because this is a political thing. So, a favor for a friend of a friend can get the manuscript translated by an expert. Let's get in there. So do I pick a party? Alright, translate dragon. Is it the same? Oh, this is, okay, this is all new. This is everything that was there before. So, esteemed Ambassador Montliet, enclosed you will find the completed translation of your fascinating manuscript, which our scholars estimate to predate the First Blight. The dialect caused quite a stir in historical linguistics. The College of Antiquities would be most interested in further cooperation with the Inquisition should you uncover more Tevene documents from the pre-Blight era. Cordially, wow, the names just keep getting harder. Anaximander Vetri, Dean of Antiquities, Marantha Circle. So do I... Let's see. So now is it done? Do I just go in? I don't... How does this work? If I don't click on it, does it... Yeah, it's just gone now. So I guess I just did it? Weird. So you just do them from the map and like nothing specific happens necessarily? Okay, so let's find the source of the Darkspawn. Commander Cullen, we have scattered reports of Darkspawn in the activity, but it has been difficult to track down the point of their origin. They're less hampered by the sulfurous pits than we are, and our guess is that they are coming from somewhere on the far side. Our troops can bridge the pits, which should allow us to cross safely and find the location of the Darkspawn, but we will need significant resources to ensure safety of the men while construction is underway. I await your orders, sir. Lieutenant Tamsin. Forces. Building a bridge in that blasted area will be ugly work, but I can employ enough troops to ensure that it's done safely. And there's no other options? Alright, so let's just get that done then. And then I assume we get some sort of note about it now? Yep. Commander Cullen, thanks for the reinforcements you sent. We constructed the bridge safely with minimal losses and fortified in the event that Darkspawn tried to use it themselves. The Darkspawn are coming from ruins that appear to be Tevinter. Ooh, Tevinter ruins. Per your orders, I am restricting the troops to scouting and guard patrols until the ruins can be investigated. Lieutenant Tamsin. So that'll be our next, one of our new quests, is that we're gonna have to look into, those ruins, right? So find the source of Darkspawn. Weird. So find the source of the Darkspawn is still listed on this map, but the document that I saw before isn't. Okay. Let's stop the Venatori activity in the west. Let's just do everything we can in this region before we move on. Leliana's spies have discovered orders from the Venatori's high-ranking commanders. A large number of mages are traveling westward to excavate something of great value to our cause. The Inquisition must find whatever its enemies are searching for. The region is vast, but Leliana is ready to put her network to use in tracking down Corypheus' minions. Secrets. The Venatori are sending some of their best scholars into the wilderness. Let us discover precisely where they are heading. And then a black screen of loading. Okay. Stop Venatori activity in the west. The Venatori are camped in a place known as the Hissing Wastes. They're working their slaves to death, digging old buildings out of the sand. The Inquisition should step in quickly, because if it doesn't, I'm going to bash the Venatori's head in, and you'll need a new scout. Lead Scout Harding. She likes to threaten things, doesn't she? So, the Venatori activity in the west. Oh, this is a new region. Ew. So let's look at the fast travel button then. Sorry, fast. I think we just unlocked a new area called the Hissing Wastes, which is actually completely separate from the western approach. So in other words, I'm starting to get really confused by this map because there's so many things on it, and some of them are different locations and some of them aren't, and it's starting to drive me crazy. But I'm going to go back into the western approach to wrap up some stuff that we haven't finished yet, but I'll definitely have to look into the Hissing Wastes area sooner or later. Or maybe I should just go in there right now for variety's sake. You know what? Let's do it. Fuck it. We're going in. We're going in live. Or am I not allowed to pick on it? Oh, I have to go to Hissing Waste separately. Hissing Waste is a completely separate location. So I already completed that piece of the map and that's over. Where the fuck is the Hissing Waste? Is this the Hissing Waste? This is the new area where the Grey Warren thing. Recommend level 12 to 15. That's the next story. This is the next story of Here Lies the Abyss. So I assume that might be the Hissing Waste, because that's apparently not a location. This map's confusing the shit out of me. Anyway, we're gonna go back to the western approach. We're gonna wrap some things up, and then we'll move forward. Never mind, I'm an idiot. We're going to the Hissing Waste. God damn it. Hitting X doesn't work, but hitting square does, because you can fast travel to the location. I may be getting continually more confused by some of this interface. That's fine. I'll figure it out. I'll be fine. Meanwhile, you guys are just watching me talk in circles and act like an idiot.
Any luck charting the area?
I did what I could, Your Worship. This space has nothing but space. If there's nothing valuable here, I say let Corypheus have it.
I'm sure there's something deadly and enchanted and so on underneath all this sand.
I did find something for you. Old dwarven ruins on the surface. Impossible, but there you go. The Red Templars are digging them out, with Venatori supervision.
Whatever they want, we must beat them to it.
I just saw Red Templars heading northwest to here. They might be a good start. I found this map on a dead one. Maybe it shows where they're headed. Good luck.
Oh, there we go. This is actually the exact part of the map that's made fun of in a specific Penny Arcade comic about hitting on Scout Harding, because they're like, hey, we scouted out this desert. Turns out it's just a big desert. So yeah, it's pretty much what this conversation was and what that comic said. So good to know. Sketch of the 4-pillar tomb. So there's we have some mesas. We have a sign. We have an oculus. Or ocularium, I think they're called an oculus. The skull that finds shards. And then we have a bunch of pillars in front of the same weird mesa things. Yeah, that's great. I'm sure that'll make perfect sense to me. Hello, Inquisitor. I'm a requisition officer, like always.
This might interest you, sir.
What is it?
Could prove useful, sir.
This time they want a dwarven toy soldier, dwarven dragon statuette, dwarven vase, dwarven plate. A lot of dwarf stuff around. Okay. So what's the map look like around here? Specifically, we meet 3 rifts right off the bat, all in the immediate area, and all on the way to one of our next Hissing Waste locations. And apparently, there's 7 camps. These ones in particular seem really weirdly close together. That makes me wonder, is it going to be what's this over here? Search the Venatori camp. So that's the main mission we're here for right now. I'm sure I'll discover more while I go through. This will probably be I imagine this might be a quick area by comparison, though, because there can't be that many quests around, because who's going to even be here in the first place? It's a big, empty desert. But hey, definitely going to want to take out some of these rifts over here. Let's see. I also want to investigate something real quick. So I want to point out something about one of my skills I may have not previously understood. Let's see. Okay, so no. It doesn't really say what... Someone said that it's like... Someone was basically like, if you read the tooltip to the Mark of the Rift, it tells you that it'll kill... It tells you that it'll just kill everyone around a rift instantly. That might be true. It might still be true, but they said that the tooltip said that, and the tooltip does not say that. The tooltip says Mark of the Rift causes massive damage and can even kill some enemies instantly. Some enemies is not the same thing as saying it can kill all the guys at a rift instantly. Those are 2 different sentences, and they only gave me one of them. But anyway, back to the map real quick, because we'll pick this one individually. Whenever you do whenever you have an objective that's say, hey, go kill a guy, I guess, somewhere, you always have to pick an individual one specifically, because otherwise, it's hard to keep track of which one you're going after. You start running towards the one that's furthest away sometimes. Just whoops. Are you friendly or evil? They look like Inquisition. Yep. When I scroll over to them, there's no health bars, no apparent selection process, so... he's floating.
We've been scouting the region, Your Worship. I've some supplies here you may find useful.
Stop floating, it's making me nervous. Longbow grip, not bad. Potential upgrade for, weapons for Cole. Ooh, I should point that out. I don't think Nope, wrong menu, sorry. I don't think I showed this yet, because I think it just happened between episodes, but new weapon for Cole. Yeah, look at that. The Gruntsman's Bow. 114 damage, plus 20 versus corrupted enemies, which includes Darkspawn and Red Templars. 151 DPS, 17% attack, which means it increases your damage by 17%. 9 Cunning means that's roughly a 5% increase to crit or something like that. Dexterity, obviously good. And when if he kills anybody, they explode for 75% weapon damage. So that's a very powerful bow in general. How did I get it? I assume everyone can get it. I went into Skyhold, and down next to the front gate, there's a few vendors, and one of them sells really powerful, unique weapons, mostly for high-level characters, and for relatively high prices. And I haven't been using hiccups. I haven't been using my hiccups very much because they're not a very good source of currency, as it turns out. No one wants to buy them, so I'm joking. I haven't been using my money for that many things, really, so I have a lot of it stored up. And as a result, I was able to very easily just buy that weapon for him, and holy shit, it looks like quite the upgrade. It does about 50% more DPS than my previous weapon did, and it'll be handy for the Red Templars, which I think are usually one of my tougher opponents for this party, is the Red Templars specifically, though I'm not entirely sure. It varies. It can vary. Obviously, specific rifts can have really tough things being summoned by them. So, did you say it's very big? Are you referring to the rift? Is this an especially large rift? Where is the rift? I don't see it. I see green glowy, but is there a rift in here? I actually don't... Oh, there... Oh, the rift is this crystal thing. I'm used to seeing it glow with more green mist around it, so I got thrown off by just seeing it look like rocks. Oh, fuck. Are these all level 16? I may have wandered into the wrong zone. I'm level 13, right? Yeah, we're all level 13. Oh god. This might end poorly, but that's not going to stop me from trying. Lols. This might be a terrible idea. Let's do a mine of some kind. And Cole can start off with a... Definitely do your full draw just to do some bonus damage right off the bat if we can. Oh man, this could go so bad so fast. I don't know. I don't feel good about this.
Big.
There we go, set off some starting fire.
The Red Templars are cold.
Hello, friend.
It makes the red less angry.
Are you guys really having a full conversation right now over there? Because I'm a little growing somewhat concerned. Okay. Quickly need to bubble before I go down. Despair Demon. Stop running away, you asshole. Come back here. Okay, he's dead. Wraiths are bad, but I can dispel their defensive shield. There we go. New target. Wail on him before shield comes back up. Oh man, I need to get my... Yes! I was able to melee enough to get my my barrier cooldown to go down, so I was able to cast barrier. That's good. Need to get wraiths down as fast as possible. Do some AoE damage to this area to keep my shield up. There we go. We're keeping it up. Wow, okay, so we're making it so far. Okay, my first reaction was, oh god, do I need to leave this entire... Oh, I just did a brain blast for no reason. Oh well. Just commit to it. That's fine. I'm gonna do a fucking fire attack over there. The idea is to do damage to someone besides the one I'm already hitting, because the damage over time helps maintain my barrier generation. I'm gonna have to cast barrier anyway, though, because Vasti's about to go down. Hello, asshole. Despair demons are just the worst, aren't they? Every time I try to chase him, he just disappears. Come here. Come on. I dare you to cast a spell so I can just dispel it. I dare you. Please go down. I'm gonna go ahead and self-barrier real quick. Then I'm gonna dispel your barrier, because screw you. You don't get that barrier around me. It might. I'm realizing it might be redundant to dispel someone's barrier as Vivian, because she can melee through a barrier at unusual speed. But who says I can't do both, though, right? They're probably both valid options. This guy's not going down. Holy crap! There we go. He's down. No one's dead yet either. How are we doing on potions? We've only used one so far. Okay. The level gap was freaking me out, but this might be a totally manageable situation. Hello, Wraith. I really appreciate if you stop living. There we go. Way to go, Wraith. another despair demon in the same wave. I didn't even notice he was there. Wait, there's no reason to dispel. He's not casting barrier yet. Just keep chasing this asshole. Come on, buddy. Why do you keep running away from my AoE abilities? Do you not want to hug? You don't want to hug my AoE attacks? Oh, that's... Nope. Oh, I just brain blasted him. I'm just going to melee him through his barrier until it goes down. Just in case there's another wave, I can make this quicker by dispelling some of them out of existence. Seems like the way to go. He's still alive. That asshole. Okay, now he's not alive. Is the rift over? I can't tell if the rift is over or not. Oh, there's another despair demon. How is there another despair demon? That's insane. Just have everyone who can just cast AoEs at that guy. That's just, we want him to go down as fast as everyone else can manage themselves. Okay, so, Vivian, let's bubble our two melees together. There we go. Did you already cast, Right, I just told you to do something else, so you didn't cast Immolate yet. Go ahead and follow that up. There we go. This guy's gonna be in trouble. Hello, friend. Wait, you wanna hug? Oh, of course he just runs away. Despair demons, you're not even hot. You just like to run away from fights. You should be ashamed of yourselves. Also, you're demons. You should be ashamed of most of your behaviors. Wow. I think Knight Enchanters might be particularly weak against Despair Demons just because of the fact that they... Obviously, the Knight Enchanter benefits from melee attacks. Just because one of the central things is being able to spam that blade attack that reduces all their cooldowns and also sort of maintains their barrier. Oh, wow. 1,300 experience. Yeah, I think I'm going to like this area. It might not be the, I might not be the exact right level for it, because we're a little under-leveled for it, but I think that, we're going to benefit greatly experience-wise, so this would be a great way to give my whole party a relatively decent boost if we're getting 1,300 per, rift, not even counting the experience from the kills, and maybe experience for finishing the quest? I will admit that I cannot remember whether or not the completing the quest itself gives you experience. It might just be a completionist tally with no additional value. These are just safe wildlife, right? Yeah, just fennecs and stuff. They're not going to bother me. We'll continue our quest to the next rift. I am happy with how smoothly things go for this party. We seem to be able to handle most challenges relatively well, and the biggest reasons are probably that the whole party, except for Vasti, of course, has really good ways of getting rid of aggro, because two of us have Peaceful Aura, and I think Mind Blast also, and, oh my god, what's that? That could be a problem. And of course, Cole has, Stealth, so that keeps us going. So we have a Rage Demon and a Pride Demon. Ooh, this could be bad. I'm trying to remember, is Pride Demon the guy we fight at the beginning of the game? Was that a Pride Demon? I don't remember. I think the Pride Demon's the first boss, though. So now he's just normal, I guess. Huh. This could be tough, but if the entire wave is just these two guys, then it could be less tough, you know? Definitely, let's focus on the Rage Demon. How's their hit points? Yeah, Pride Demon has more hit points. Immune to a lot of things. We might be able to figure this out. Fire resistance, that's not great. How does he do to fire? He has no elemental resistances. Huh. Still, I think I'm going to focus on Rage Demon because I think he probably has the most damage output, I say, semi-arbitrarily, perhaps? Let's, I wish that I could just say, hey, use the spell here, and then the character would just run into range to cast it properly. It's a little bit of a frustration. Let's see. If you're gonna insist on bubbling, then go ahead and bubble very carefully. Why can't I... What? It won't let me do anything else now. Do I have to pick a different skill? Oh, shit. My bad. I still had an AoE open was why it was happening. So, that would hopefully bubble everybody? Did you fail to bubble everybody just now? Did you just disregard my order to bubble? No, you did cast bubble. What the What just happened? You guys saw that, right? Look, barrier's gone. Like, I casted barrier right here in the middle of the party, and it affected no one in the entire party. The only person with the barrier right now is Vivian, which I presume is because she casted an offensive spell? Solas's barrier just got eaten by the ether. Yeah, Vivian hasn't cast barrier at all. Okay. I'll try again at trying to barrier Vasti. Oh, did he just run out of it? Are none of my barriers... Oh shit, I just... that was my bad. I just dispelled the air. Fuck it, I'm just gonna believe in my party. Let's do this. Hello, friends. I know you're resistant to fire, but I'm gonna hit you with one anyway, because the AoE, the damage over time is probably effective at generating barrier. Let's try casting barrier on me and Basti to keep us alive. There we go. Rage Demon's almost down already. Wow. Turns out when everyone's focusing on one target, they go down quickly. I'm sure it didn't hurt that, was it every dispels happened on him already? Not dispels. Debuffs happened on him that reduce his power and strength and so on. Disregard that, please disregard the game's downloading in the background. I'm sure that all the debuffs that I'm stacking, like, the synergy here is amazing. So many people have things that weaken enemies, and then that stacks with, like, effects of, like, the Void guy. I'm sorry, I'm not making sense right now. As a Void mage, Solus has crazy effects on anyone who's debuffed, basically, so that's cool. Let's see, how many people are around here? Just to keep it smoothly. Let's cast this in the middle of these two guys. Yeah, Vivian has Dispel. You guys are in trouble now. Alright, well, who's this wave going to be then? Any lesser terrors? Oh. So we have one Pride, 2 Wraiths. What's over here? One more Wraith. Let's go ahead and focus on the closest Wraith. We can potentially take him out before all sorts of problems could potentially happen. And since it's the beginning of a wave, I can successfully do a full draw on someone to potentially do a lot of damage right off the bat. Vivian, I'll let us get closer to the fight first. Vasti, where are you going? The enemy's over here right now. Silly boy. Oh, I can cast a spell already. Oh, shit. Oops. I assume that means that when I cast a spell last time, that, huh. I must have had that effect that makes my spell not cost anything, because I can cast a spell already again. That's neato. I will not protest. Okay, well, we're gonna self-bubble, because we're about to get the hurt laid upon us by the incoming baddies. Oh, look who bubbled again. Oh, I'm aggroing the wrong guy, my bad. Okay. Okay, Pride Demon's gonna be a problem. So let's just cast things all up in his face. Solus is all out of spells, is he? Let's see. You'll notice that I'm not using tactical view as much as I used to, where I'll try to macro manage the whole party. Every now and then I'll pause to just take a look around to make sure things are doing fairly okay. But I'm mostly not giving people orders. And that's because people have enough skills that they actually like, at the beginning of the game I had to stop doing... I had to stop people from having any sort of personal AI that manage themselves. Oops, look at the wrong guy. But now, people have such versatile skill sets, they can actually survive relatively well on their own, and they can reasonably defend themselves with their different skills. So right now, it's actually inefficient for me to micromanage because the party can handle themselves so well overall. Although Cole is down. Let's see, if I back off for just a second, I'll have enough mana to revive him. There we go. He's over here? Jesus, okay, I'll revive him, but Cole's needing... How about you, Cole? First of all, immediately heal. You gonna heal? Please heal, Cole. There we go. And let's get you just away. I don't know how you got in there, but that was a mistake on your part. Okay. Vivian's... All of our barriers are down, so let's fix that. Surprise barrier. And just wail on this Wraith. Also level 16. Alright. Who's our friend? Is it just one more Wraith? Yes, it is. I can't cast it? Oh, I can cast it over there. Good. Oh, he's down. There we go. And the whole rift is over. So let's just close it up. Hey! This is going pretty smoothly. I was worried when I first saw them being noticeably higher level, but it seems that my party is reasonably well scaled. I think overall they're pretty well equipped, and pretty well spec'd, and they're all working together pretty well. And just to confirm, gameplay, Nightmare. Yep, still playing on Nightmare mode. I'm breezing through this kind of now, but this is still in fact Nightmare mode. And I am not in any way cheating. Just, I don't know why. I just feel like I feel the need to show that if something goes, like, if I breeze through content that's supposed to be higher level than me and I'm on a high level difficulty, I have to show the fact that, like, hey, by the way, you know, this is still Nightmare mode. I guess it wouldn't be that hard to just fake that video though, so maybe it's pointless. Because I mean, I'm editing the video, I could splice in whatever I want. Hello. Someone I can talk to. Is that a well? Is that a well over there? Maybe I'll have to walk over there in a second.
Greetings.
Ours shall be the burden of knowledge, to take into the earth and prove us worthy.
How unusual.
A chanter away from the Grand Cathedral.